Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Beth and I'm so glad that you're here. Before we get started, I do want to say that I did announce the winner for the Bond Crafter Black Epoxy Kit. You can go to the community tab and you can see who won. I don't remember what the total YouTube name was. Or I would announce it here, but I did put it on the Facebook group and in the community tab here on YouTube. I haven't been around. I know that I was supposed to do this on the 6th. On Tuesday, I woke up really early, and I was in an immense amount of pain. In fact, I think I would have preferred going through child birth again. I'm 66 years old and I have never in my life had a kidney stone, and I hope that I never have one again. I didn't know what it was. I waited for about 2.5 hours before I told Dan that, yeah, it's time to go, because it wasn't getting any better. It was getting worse, and it was making me nauseated, and I couldn't really even stand up well. And so I was trying to get to the car, which is down in the garage, and I couldn't do it. So I actually went to the hospital by ambulance, and I had two of the sweetest paramedics. It was a guy and a girl, and they were quite young. Well, I call them young. They're probably in their 30s. He actually was in the military prior to becoming a paramedic, and we talked a little bit about that. But the funny thing is the lady paramedic was really into resin, and they had given me pain medication when I got into the ambulance, and we talked resin all the way to the hospital, y'all. And it really took my mind off of it, and it was wonderful. I don't take any drugs. I don't take medicine. I just feel like if I needed to, I mean, if somebody came and said, Beth, you don't have a choice, you need to take this, then I would. But I've always believed that God provided everything that we need. Now, granted, I do know that there are times when you need a doctor. I'm not saying that. But if there's something else I can use to offset taking medication, then I will do it. So you have to understand, when I went in and they did give me pain medication. Now, in the ambulance, I told her, I said, look, I don't take anything, so please start out tiny. Do small. And she said, well, I'll start out small, but I think you're going to need more. Well, I didn't. But in the emergency room, they actually gave me morphine, which as soon as they did it, they gave me morphine and muscle relaxer. And as soon as they did it, it was like my whole body just went limp. And I was just dopey. I don't like having that sensation. I do not. They ran a CT scan. They did blood work. I did have blood in my urine. Thankfully, at some point I did pass a kidney stone, and I didn't have an infection. The blood in the urine was from the irritation of the stone coming through. And it took a couple of days for, I still had the sudden urgency, and you know, if you don't want to listen to this, then go forward. But it took a couple of days before the sudden urgency of having to go pee stopped, and that was about to drive me bonkers. But thankfully, it's getting better. And the pain in my lower back is definitely getting better. I am watching what I'm eating now. The thing about it is kidney stones, high protein, high calcium, and when you're on a low carb, it's high protein, calcium, cheese, and more cheese, and dairy, and more dairy, and so I don't ever if there's anything I can do, I don't ever want that kind of pain again. And so I've totally redone. I'm eating 1 meal a day now, and I eat what I want in that 1 meal, and it's normally mid-afternoon, and that's it. There's no more snacking at night. I'm not hungry in the morning, but my thing was at night I would get hungry, and I know this has nothing to do with crafts, but my channel is all about everything, life, crafting, anything and everything. And so that's what's been going on. And yes, Sonia, I've got my water right there, okay? I did post this on Facebook, and so some of y'all already know about this. And Sonia said that she was going to make sure I had water every time I did a video, and I have been trying really hard. I don't like water, y'all. I do not like water. And I was dehydrated. I was really dehydrated, and they did give me fluids in the hospital, and watermelon, I love watermelon, and so we've been eating watermelon, which is a really good way to hydrate yourself. And I've been taking like half of a Powerade and half of a water and filling up a 28 ounce bottle and drinking that. That way I'm getting water, and I'm also getting electrolytes. And we do sugar-free Powerade, which I really don't like because it's got the sucralose in it, but I'm not drinking a whole thing of it. And I'm sort of going, one day I'll drink that, and one day I'll just drink water, and then the next day, trying to keep up my electrolytes and trying to keep me from getting dehydrated again. But anyway, that's what's been going on. And we're going to get back to part 2 of the, I call them desk art, shelf setters, block of wood art. I don't care what it's called. It's taking blocks of wood and turning them into something really pretty, or unique, or really artsy, or just be you. And so I'm going to flip this around, and I've forgotten how to do this, y'all. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, but before we get into this, yeah, it's still sitting here the same way it's been. I've not been down here. That's my water, just to prove to y'all that yes, I do have it. Bondcrafter, bless their heart, I had no idea that they were sending this. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't remember. This is Friday. Sometime between the time that I got back from the hospital, home from the hospital, and today. It didn't come today. Anyway, they sent me this. I've not opened it. I opened the big box, but I've not opened this. And I'm going to do a giveaway on this. I would do a giveaway on this, but it's so big, and the cost of postage is just too much. So I'm going to do, I don't know what this is. They both have 300, so I don't know. But we're going to do a giveaway. So I hope you haven't fast forwarded too much. Because I will tell you, in the last video, there was three words that you had to put down in order to be entered. And it was black epoxy. But then right at the very end, I added another one. You have to watch the whole video. And it was upcycle. That was the third one. You had to put black epoxy and upcycle in your comments to be entered into the contest. It's not a contest. I always say that. It's never a contest. It's a giveaway. And so when the comment picker picks, they go through that video, the comments, and they pick up those, whatever I tell you are the requirements, that's what it picks up. And that's how they choose a winner. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, in the comments, UV resin. That's going to be the first thing. But I'm also going to tell you sometime during this video, there is going to be one more thing that needs to go in the comment. I'm giving you the hint right up front now. So you know. Okay, and we're going to open these before we get started with the other. Because I have, and yes, even though I'm giving this away, I'm going to have to open it because we don't know what is inside. So, it's going to be open, y'all, but it's not going to be used. And I'm going to try really careful. Oh, and the winner needs to contact me and email me and let me know what your address is, please. Okay. Well, this looks like it's just UV resin. So, let's see. You've got Binecrafter UV resin hard type. Is it all the same thing? Binecrafter UV resin hard type. There's 3 of them. Okay, depending on... okay, well, we may change this up a little bit. Depending on what's inside here, if there's some other things that go in that, and if I can put like 2 in and add something else, I may do that, okay? Because I think... And then there's a little booklet. I may do that. Or I could just send the 3. I don't know. Well, let's see what's in here, and then we'll decide. So that was their UV hard clear resin. Okay, so there's 3. I guess it's 100 grams each bottle. Okay, so let's open this one. I'm just going to cut this one. I didn't even cut the other one so I could re-tape it. Okay, this does have a whole lot more stuff in it. UV resin. Now this is their Binecrafter UV resin kit. Wow, and this is nice, actually. This is very, very nice. It has these, which, wait a minute, let me see if these will fit in here. Yeah, we'll just do this and see what I can... That's not going to fit in there, is it? Okay, let's do it this way. Well, that would fit in there, but that's about all that would fit in there. So I could probably take them out, but we'll wait and see. Let me put this back in here. Okay, let's just see what's in this kit first, and then I may do 2 giveaways. I may do a giveaway with just this in here, the 3, and then do a giveaway with some of this stuff. And it comes with, yeah, it comes with a bunch of good stuff, y'all. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'll make another little thing. Let's get a bag. Hold on a minute. Let me go get a box. Okay, I've got this box. It's about the same as this. This one's thicker. So if you take the thickness, it's about the same. So let's see what we can get in here. And I don't mind taking this out of the box if I need to get it in here. There it is. Okay. Don't know how much of this needs to go in there. I don't want to put so much that I can't put. Okay, so let's do a little bit of those. Those in. We gotta have a cap. So that's got to go in there. Okay, let's tuck that down in there. We'll tuck those down in there. We'll put a couple of those in. We'll put some popsicle sticks in. We'll put some earring posts. So you got earring posts, you got everything that you need. Oh, and it's got a little mold, y'all. It's got a little mold in here too. Okay, so and that's some necklace. Okay. That's too heavy. I don't want to do that. Okay, I think that's our, I think that's going to be about, oh, wait a minute, I may throw this in there. Yeah, I'm going to throw this in here too. It's another little mold. It's cutesy. Okay, so you're going to get one bottle of UV resin and then the rest of it that you've seen me put in here. And I am going to seal it up right here so you can see me do it. Where is my packing tape? And then we'll go over the rest of the stuff that is in here because I had to keep it. Let me go ahead and get that. So it's going to be 2 giveaways. The first giveaway is going to be for this. That's got 3 bottles of UV resin only. That's what's in there. That's the first giveaway. And then the second giveaway is going to be this box that I put together, bits and pieces, and it's got, well, it's got what you saw me put in here. That's going to be the 2 giveaways. And in order, this is the third word. In order to be entered into this giveaway, you have to like the video. You have to subscribe. You have to put down UV resin in your comment. And now you also have to put jewelry. Yeah, jewelry. I cannot say that word. Jewelry. Oh, I cannot say it, y'all. Why is it not coming out of my mouth? Jewelry. Jewelry. I misspelled it too, but that's what you need to put down there. Jewelry. See, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. Okay, so, and I really need to give that away too. Let's see if that won't fit in there. You know what? I think what I'll do, I'm going to attach this to the UV resin because it's not going to add enough weight to make a difference. And I'm going to just tape it on there because there's no way. And both of these will be going into a what do you call those? Mailing bags. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. There's little dried flowers. You've got a little bitty UV resin light, which I will probably give. There's a lady at the booth, and she doesn't have any of this stuff. And she does little dioramas. And I may just give her this. This will give her a way of getting started. And I might give her the bottle of, and I will keep one so I can use it here. So when I use UV resin, I can say, because Bonecrafter is so generous with sending me stuff all the time, and I do appreciate it. Okay, and then they also send you those, which I use when I use UV resin, so I'll keep that in there. And then of course we all use these. It's the little gold and copper flakes. And then let's see. Oh, I can't find this, so that's the tape that you use. UV resin tape. This is the caps. This kid's got a lot. Popsicle sticks. And so you've got gold, silver, and copper gold flakes in here. And then these little cups, and y'all know I really like these cups. And then key rings. And then, I didn't see these. Oh, I like those. Little, oh, these are cute. Oh, I like the little bitty ones, actually. Little charms. Oh, this is actually a very, very nice UV resin kit, y'all. Okay. And, oh wow, two. Ooh, I like these. Ooh, these are nice. Okay, wait a minute. Tell me not to poke myself. Oh, these are nice. Oh, I like these tweezers. Look at that. Look how, oh yeah. They're going right there. Yeah, if I can keep these clean, that would be good. Okay. And these, which I don't use. And then these, which I really don't need either. Let's see how much. It's about the same. It's about the same weight. But I think I'm going to attach those to that. Okay, so everybody saw what I put in here. I've closed it after I showed you. And then I keep adding to this because this is nothing but 3 things of UV resin, which is good because you're only getting 1 thing of UV resin in here, but you're getting a lot of other things to go with it. So I'm putting the molds and then that pack of that in there with it. And I'm just taping that on top of it. And I hope the mold makes it there okay. I'm not too worried about that being bent because that's not the pieces you're going to be pouring anyway. Okay, so that's what this giveaway is going to be. Then it's 2 giveaways. It's going to be the 3 bottles from Bonecrafter. That is just 1 package by itself that you can order. Just the 3 UV resins. But I'm adding part of this big kit here to this, and then a lot of the pieces from this kit into here. And that's actually a really, really good. Here, I'll open this so you can see this. And these are just little bitty. You use them with your computer, UPS cord. This is itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Right here. But I think it would work perfectly for her dioramas. And she is such a sweet person. Her name is Amy. Okay. And it will be a nice surprise for her. Okay. I wanted to go over that. Thank you so much for sending this Bonecrafter. And we're going to do a giveaway because you sent it. So be sure to, and I will call out Bonecrafter on the video. But be sure in the comments to put UV resin and then also put jewelry. And there may be one more word further into the video. But those right now are the 3 that you have to enter in the comment along with liking and subscribing. Okay. We got that done and over. Let me put that there. I need to put this up in it. I don't need any of this. I do want to keep a few other things when I'm doing UV resin that I can pull their UV resin out, and because they sent it to me. Okay. Now this right here. We're going to try a couple of things. I'm actually going to try mixing. That's really close, but I need a little bit of black added to it, right? So I'm going to try, that looks more like It's not the black I want. So I've got this black all-in-one. Now this is Fusion, and it's a mineral paint. This is all-in-one too. We're going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I could be ruining this. I don't know. Oh, and let me tell you, IOD came out with their new release, and I could not help it. I could not. I bought every mold. It was 4 new molds with their new release. I got them all. And I got 2 of their inlays. Not paint inlays, but the rub-ons. And a couple other things. Now I want to, there's more of them that I want, but I can only get so many at one time. But I have never tried their paint inlays, and maybe one day I'll be able to. Okay, I'm just heating this up real quick, hopefully. And I'm doing this on purpose to keep my hand, so I don't want it to do it to where it gets too hot. There it goes. Okay. I'm going to get a spoon. This is thick. And I am putting it in here. And we are going to mix. I don't think it changed the color at all. Okay. Oh, I watched a new show that came out on Netflix. I've been waiting for it. I saw it advertised on Netflix, and I've been waiting probably for 2 weeks for it to come on. It came on today. And it was called Extraordinary Creatures, and Sally Fields played in it. And oh my, I actually boo-hooed at the end of it. It's an incredible movie, y'all. If you like Sally Fields, I would say that is one that you need to watch. That might just work. Okay. Got a baby wipe because I don't want a full. Okay. Okay. Thankfully, that is water. So let me just put that. You can use a brush. I just thought this would be so much nicer, or I didn't have to worry about cleaning a brush. And I don't mind that because I'll be sanding part of it down anyway. And because it's such a light coat, it dries so fast. And now I'm going to get a brush, and I'm going to get some of my antiquing paste that I just got, but y'all know that I love. I'm going to put just a little bit on the tip. Now I'm going to do this because I sort of want the I do want to make this sort of dark because it's Alice in Wonderland. dark. And I still have to have the sayings, and I don't have those, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, I want this to look distressed and old. Now, if you don't like it that way, then you could just leave it alone. But see, I do like making it look old and distressed. Now, remember, I have not put anything over the top of this since I decoupaged the bottom. I did not put decoupage over the top. I purposely did not put decoupage over the top so I could manipulate the paper. Now, I am going to put a coat on this because I want the crackle. So I am going to put a light coat of I'm looking for the top coat, and I am going to put a light coat of this. It's not going to be a very big coat, a very thick coat. I am once again taking and just using maybe I should use the brush on this. Okay, let's just use the brush to get a top coat on here really quickly. Even though it really doesn't need a top coat. I need to get the turntable. Okay. I don't know what I do with the turntable, but it would definitely come in handy with this. That is dry. I love this new heat gun. Oh wow, this brush just, look what it did. Okay. Then we're going to get the crack. We're going to get the crackle. And it's a 2-step crackle. That's step 1. And I just want it on top of here. I don't want it on the edges, just on the top. Okay, that's step 1. And yes, we are going to help it along. Tacky. It's tacky. Okay. Let me clean this off. Okay. Okay. And let me put this back on there. And let's get the heat gun. I'm turning this down to about 5. I'm looking to see if there's any crackles. I don't see any. I don't see any crackles. Good. Okay, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. I don't think there's going to be any crackle in this, though. I may have put too much heat on there. Which, at least if one's going to be really dark and the Alice in Wonderland's the one that needs to be that way. I do not see any crackles. I did not. Oh, that's a shame. I am sanding it, seeing if I can't get some of the soften it up just a little bit. Yeah, when it doesn't turn out, don't be afraid to experiment around to see if you can get a different effect. I mean, this is just a product that I stuck on here. I should be able to sand it down, right? Ooh, and I can. And I like being able to do it better this way. Yep. Then we just... Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's getting better. What'd I do with the... Okay. I did not get a crackle, so I tried to get most of it off. I want to get this off if I can. Okay. Okay. I don't really like this, but let's see if we can't get this fixed just somewhat. Yeah, it's too dark and the crackle didn't work. And I don't know why the crackle didn't work. Probably because I didn't wait long enough. Yeah, this is way too dark. Yeah, I just threw it on top of there. Okay. Okay. Well, it's definitely distressed. I really wanted to get crackle on it though. I may let it dry overnight. And then try to do it again. I've got some of this left, so I'm going to just throw it on here and see if I can't get a little darker on the back to cover that up. Oh, that worked. Okay. Yeah, that made it look better. Okay. This is what it looks like right now. It could look worse, but it could look better. But it is, you know, Alice in Wonderland, which is, if nothing else, I actually would love this. But I do want to get a finish on this. And so I'll let this dry overnight and see what happens. And I'm not going to go that dark on any of the other ones. Oh, I hate to waste that. Let's see if we can use that on this. Yep, I'm wanting. Did that work? Oh, it did. Okay, that worked. I did exactly what I was hoping for. I do not want streaks down it. Okay, that worked. That gave me what I wanted with that. Let me just see if I can't get... Okay, why do I have two dots right there? Now it's the white. Okay. Doing this just to get it off my hand so I won't mess up when I touch part of it, because that's happened to me a lot. That's one good reason to keep your hands clean, or at least dry from wet paint. Okay, that's cool looking. I'm not doing anything else to that until I get the saying, which I'll probably put right there. Right up there, I think. Or maybe down here. But I'm going to dry this. And we're going to go on to the next one because we've got a bunch of them. And I don't want this video to be as long. And I don't think I'm going to seal them until I get everything done. So let me just put a paper towel down. Let's do the yellow one. And we have Cambridge. Is that the green that I got out? And then I was going to mix those two to see if I couldn't get, I don't know. I wish I had a bright, oh I do, is this Fusion? Oh. Never mind, we're going to use this one. It's a big one, y'all. Ooh. This is pretty. And I'm going to mix it up. And I'm making a mess. Oh, geez. I'm making a big mess. I did this when I was mixing it. It's real thin. But I don't want to leave it on here, so oh geez. I don't know how I did that. I was just stirring it. I didn't tip it over. I was just stirring it. I've got to make sure that I've got it all off my hands. Oh, I can tell I hadn't done this in a few days. Okay. Once again, I'm going to get some on a... We'll just do the back first to see what it's going to look like. This is awfully light color, so we may need to mix something with it. I don't know. Let me dry this. So I can get okay. Okay, and we're going to let that dry. there's that one. And I will wait till it totally dries, and we will sand that down just like we did the other one. But I don't think I'm going to do anything except put the little saying across there. Okay. I don't think we need the yellow anymore. It's good to know that I've got a whole thing of yellow fusion though. Okay. And let's see. I picked out a green. Where was the green? Okay, we're going to put that over there. I know I picked out a green. For the frog. But I don't see it now, so let's see what we've got up here. I have a cactus. Let's try cactus. This is the silk all-in-one. Okay, so this will work too. And this is Dixie Belle. And we're going to do the sides first. Let me do this. Let's see if I can learn from this. I'm going to sand this down a little bit. See if I can get any paint that was on there. And I'm going to take a wet wipe. Okay, and then we're going to do this, and maybe it will be Okay. That's what it looks like so far. And that looks cute just like that, actually. Can I use this side? Yep, I can use that side. Okay. This is just going to be plain brown, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it should be plain brown or not, to be quite honest with you. Maybe a light brown. Yeah. I want to keep it neutral. I don't want to put on this because that way it can go into... Oh, seriously? Okay. This is how we're going to do this tonight. We're going to one strip at a time. Oh wow, it's separating. Oh no, I hope I didn't break my... I just dropped my heat gun on a concrete floor, y'all. Nope, thankfully it's fine. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. And I am taking it up over the edge, if I didn't tell you that earlier. And I am putting a little bit more of this on here because it's so light. Okay. Yes, I am putting more of this on it, but it's soaking it right up too. I mean, it's soaking it right up. And I did. I wanted the wood grain to show through. I didn't want it to look like it was just painted. Okay. And so far, that's what this looks like. I'm just setting all of them. They actually look quite cool setting up there. Okay, now this one's going to be a little different. This one is not going to. See, I was thinking about using that, but I think I'm going to go with the reddish orange, y'all. Yep, I think I'm going to go with the reddish orange. And I am looking for which one I want to use. Okay, this is going to get put over here. I think I just melted something. What did I just melt? Just melted something over here. What was it? That heat gun gets hot. Okay. Paper towel. We're down to one. Okay. And I think I want to use, nope, that is not red. I'm almost positive I got a red. Because I needed a red so bad, but that doesn't look red either. Nope, that's pink. It's not red. That's candied cranberry. Maybe I didn't get a red. Maybe, oh, it may have been milk paint. Huh. That's pink. Oh, I don't want to do pink. I need an orangey red. Okay, let me look over here. I've got an orange. And I've got a crimson. So, let's mix some colors. This is Waverly chalk paint. Oh goodness, that is... Well, this is called pumpkin, and this is thick, 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 thick. So I am going to spray some water in there, and we are going to start seeing what we can get. Maybe a little bit yellow. I think we may need a little bit of yellow. A bright yellow, though. Okay. Let's see. Nope, that's not yellow. That is yellow. Well, this is maize, but close enough. That's what I want right there. I thought it would be cool. See how that is looking? Oh yeah, I would love that all over, because it's almost identical to... I don't want a whole lot of yellow. Okay, we're going to try it and see if it's close. Okay. look at the burn spot. Okay. Okay. And that looks pretty good to me, so I don't have to... Okay, there's, oh, I like that color. I think that color is perfect with that because it makes that pop. But yeah, okay. And of course I'm over here still waiting on a lot of different stuff, but okay, I think that's pretty cool. I am going to try to cover this up with something. Because I don't want to waste it, and I can't think of anything. Oh, and let me show you this. I am going to paint this. I'm not going to paint that. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe that's why I had some left. Let's just go for it. I don't know. Maybe do an orange over it and then brush it back. I don't know. But it was left and I didn't want to waste it. So let's just see what happens. I can always paint over it. Orange is my least favorite color, y'all. So for me to be doing this says a whole lot. But yeah, I'm adding some water because it's pretty thick. There it goes. That's what I wanted. I didn't want a real thick coating because I wanted to be able to wipe it off. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. Well, that took it all off, so I don't want that. So let's put it back on there. Let me just get a paper towel. Well, no, that's not enough. Okay, so okay. This is a vase, so why don't we try to add some texture? Well, let's try. I don't know. We're just playing right now. Okay. Let's get that. I don't know. I'll probably wash all this off, okay? I'm just playing right now. Okay. I'm going to try a little yellow. They're out here. That's the reason why I'm trying these colors, because they're out here. Okay, I sort of like the yellow. Let's get a little bit more yellow out on the other end. I sort of like that color. Let's try it. Let's get the bottom. Going. Okay. Let's get this top, because I'm going to want to use that later. Okay. Oh no, I just threw the brush away. That's a good brush. I don't want to throw the brush away. I can't find the brush. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, it's because it didn't land in the garbage can. It landed on the floor. Okay. And this is what I was just trying to use up the paint so it didn't go to waste. Oh, this is funny. Okay. Well, it didn't go to waste. I'll pick it up in just a minute. I'm trying to get some of this off my hands. Oh, my hands are going to look horrible tomorrow. Okay. And just like that, that base turned into something that looks totally different than what, and I don't mind the blue on the inside. This right here, I do need to dry that. And this will need to be sealed because this is the Waverly chalk paint. And I'm almost certain I want to put some Ribbon Buff Gold on there. See how long I have to heat that up for. Longer than that. I was afraid I was going to get it too hot. Let me just see if I can do it this way. There it goes. Okay. Let's just see. The cold looks like down here. I don't know. I'm just playing around. Sorry. Okay, let me see I need to get some more of this because this is dried up so bad that it doesn't really work like it's supposed to. Okay. Okay. And now we are going to, should I leave you here while I clean this? It's real important that we get this clean before I do the next step. don't have any paper towels over here, so I'm trying. Not to have to go get any. I use water and alcohol, and it was not working really well with water. So now I am back using my cotton pads. And yes, my air purifier just came on because of the alcohol, y'all. And I'm not going to get this perfect. I'm just trying to get it so where I don't have to worry about something getting all over it. And that is good enough. Okay. And I've got to... Okay. Let's see what I did with them. Here they are. Now, rub and buff is just that. You're supposed to be able to buff it to bring the sheen out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm buffing to see if the brown, now I know the gold will, but I'm wondering if the brown will. Well, there it is. Whether I like it or not, I'm not quite sure. And this I'm going to put a little knob on, and it's going to be at the top. I don't really like that. I think it's got too much there. Huh. Yep, I'm going to try this. Let's just see. I've got a little bit on here. Let's see if I can tone the... Oh, that worked. Okay. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I think maybe I will... I should have sealed this before I did this. Uh-oh. Because I don't think this is going to come off of here. Okay, well, I got to continue with it now. Okay, that sort of looks like bamboo. I don't know, that's weird how that changed the whole look of it. But I have to say, I think I like it better. Okay, let's get this. Oh, wow. It makes it look old. Okay, that sure looks cool. Okay. So just because something is one color doesn't mean, oh wow, that you can't add to it and totally change it. And I wish you could see, because I don't think it's coming through the camera as much, because it really does make it look really old. And see, this will fit down right in there with a top to it. The inside, as you see, so okay, this is not what I expected, but I really do like it. I think it's going to look really cool with the, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there. In the comments, let me know what you think I should put on there as a knob. Butterfly, a round knob, just a regular round knob, a I don't know what. Yeah. I'm trying to get this off my hands as much as possible. I will go upstairs and clean them off, but I am using hand sanitizer. And since I started using hand sanitizer more than alcohol, my nails have started growing back. And I really do believe it was the alcohol. I'm going to do the same thing with the brushes. And the hand sanitizer for the brushes are great, especially if you've let them harden, forgot about them. It will take a totally stiff brush and turn it into a very soft, usable brush again. This is water that I'm using. And I will take these upstairs to wash them, but I'm just trying to get the majority of it out of here before I do. And that is oil-based. But the hand sanitizer works for that as well because of the alcohol. And I will show you. I'm putting hand sanitizer. This is what I'm using. It does not work as good, but you see it breaking up a little bit in there. The more you play with it, the darker it gets, and the more that it breaks it up. You see how it's getting darker? So don't give up if you just put it in, it looks like it's separating and it's not working. You just got to keep playing with it and saturating the brush. And you may have to do this a couple of times. And I am using this because it's already dirty, so. As you can see, the brush is getting cleaner, especially with a wax base. And we'll do it one more time. And again, you see how it looks separated, but it's like, okay, this is not going to work. Just keep doing it. See how it's good? It's removing it, y'all. And it will. Normally, I would just set it in here and let it set. But when I'm on a video, I can't do that. So, now I don't care if I get this completely cleaned, because I will set this aside and this is what I'll use pour that every time, but I want it to be fairly clean so it does not get stiff on me. And as you can see, you can now see the color of the brush again. And I will set this aside and use this for my wax from now on. Okay. That's going to go upstairs. That's got to be washed. I know, I say washed funny, don't I? My kids have always made fun of how I say wash. And I don't know why I say it the way I say it. This is not alcohol. This is hand sanitizer. It just does not do the job that alcohol does. And I'm even using, I mean, it's getting some of it off, but it just does not work like alcohol does. And water definitely won't take it off. So I use a lot of them so it doesn't really get to my, see, that's alcohol. Immediately. And again, I'm not going to sit here and clean this thing completely. But I wanted to set everything on here so you could see it. But I may just put something over it. Yeah, let me just go run and get that, and I'll just put it over it, and that way I don't have to worry about it. Yep. Yepers. There it is. Okay. I'm going to set all these back over here. Just so you can see them. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can't do this. Somebody gave me this. I was at a yard sale. Isn't that pretty? He turns them. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get fancy here. Okay. What is that? Yeah, I didn't drink any of my stuff. It's set right over here. I'm bad. I know I am. Okay, let's hope this works. Let's hope I don't mess this up. And there they are. I don't have the quotes on them yet. And when I get the quotes on them. But I think they all look so cool. And I really like that one. I like the way. I actually like them all. And I don't really mind the Alice in Wonderland anymore either. And I would have to say my favorite Geesh, I don't really know what my favorite is. I like them all. I don't know. Let me know in the comments which one your favorite is. But isn't it pretty cool how you can take just a plain old piece of wood, a block of wood? You would have them scraps in your garage. I'm sure somebody or somebody would give you scraps. This is just a 4x4, 2 inches wide piece of wood. You don't have to buy them like I did. Go around and ask. Go to a construction site, and you could probably get as much as you wanted, because they throw them away. And then, of course, this. Let me know what you think about that. Alrighty, y'all, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And don't forget about the giveaway. 2 giveaways, and I'm not going to add anything to it. Just be sure to watch the whole video so you know the 3 words that you need to put in the comments to be entered. And you also have to like the video, and you have to subscribe. Alrighty, y'all have a great evening, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.